Gorgeous sunshine, a high near 67.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar showing a few clouds over the 4 states.
39 in Miami, 44 in Pittsburgh, 41 in Joplin. You can sign up for severe weather alerts. Send to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring a bunch of kids on one of the Web City buses.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. Now sit down back there. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to the Morning KIX page on KIX1025.com and click on the button to find out how to upload your audio.
Or if it's easier, call us. We can always record them at 417-623-1025.
So everybody's getting ready for the Super Bowl this weekend. It's going to be on CBS. Have you heard the theme song to the CBS Super Bowl?
Is it the same as dun na 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 na?
Yeah, that one.
Yep,
Did you know there's lyrics to that?
No way.
We'll tell you what they are in 20 minutes on KIX. Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So the premise is you do that and have to identify.
I love it. I think that's so fun.
Did not go up well.
Oh, really?
Talk about hard.
Yeah.
Nobody could get it. We thought it was hilarious. And and that was one of the better ones. So some of them, hold on. So I'm letting Jen hear something, guys, since there's so many of you that aren't even on yet, you losers. We thought, here, I'm going to shut off the mic so she can hear this. That one was even pretty good. But what's funnier is when they don't fit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find one of where they don't fit.
I think it's such a fun idea.
And the premise being, the explanation is fun too, because you say, secretly, all songs want to be The Gambler by Kenny Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
And then every time someone calls up for a request and you say, no, that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear The Gambler. They go, no, yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Acoustic kazoo sounded like this. This is Gone Country. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So that's acoustic kazoo.
Okay.
I just found that. I still want to play you one of the Gambler ones where they're really, really, really bad. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Do you remember the song, Whatever It Is?
Nuh-uh.
I don't either, really. Hold on.
She's got a coochie like a knife, lips that taste like sweet red wine, pretty legs go to heaven every time. She got it in a way that puts you at ease when she walks in the room. I can hardly breathe. Got a devastating smile, knocking from into his knees. She's got whatever it is, blows me away. She's everything I want to say to a woman, but my words to say. She's got whatever it is. I don't know what to do, 'cause every time I try to tell her how I feel, it comes out, I love you.
No, that one. Where? I swear there is one where it does not fit.
Those are so funny.
It happens. I don't remember the song. It happened. Let's just go to the one part. I think it's
I think it's
hilarious. I
hilarious,
always
too.
did
Yeah, that's
too,
fun.
but it just did not execute. I don't know why, but we can try it. Give us another production value content.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that.
No. No. No.
Good morning, y'all. How we doing today? Happy Wednesday.
Where did I see?
Right there.
Now it's gone. No, it was right in front of me. Oh my gosh. All I did was went up and up.
So go down and down.
Now it's gone. Where did I find that?
Where'd it go?
It was right in front of me. Show in folder. Where is open file location? Okay, whatever. No. That's not it. This is crazy. It's gone.
It was just there. Are you in bits?
I don't know where it is.
And I mean, in bits, it's got a whole folder.
Okay, that's where it is. So, Big Green Tractor, you know that song, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. So it's like Name That Tune is all it is, but
Who's George?
your mom is.
Oh, Sheila said, which way did it go, George? Which way?
Which way did it go, George? Not a bunny rabbit, George? Not a bunny rabbit, George?
What are you doing?
For shame, George.
Who's
I will
George?
love him and stroke him and rub his bill and stroke his feathers. Wait a minute.
Is this a Looney Tunes thing?
Yes.
Okay.
The Abominable Snowman. Abominable. You've never seen the Abominable Snowman?
I don't think I've seen the one of Rudolph.
No.
He has to get all his teeth pulled 20 seconds.
I love it because Daffy goes, stop it. You're hurting me. Put me down. Mother. It's just so. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen, 7:09.
We'll see sunshine this afternoon with a high near 65. It's 41 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 14 minutes.
So you were saying the Super Bowl theme song over on CBS actually has lyrics to it.
Yes, it does. Here. Look those over because we're going to sing it for everybody in just a second. Apparently, this is an unknown phenomenon.
I never knew that this was a thing. I thought it was just the da-da-da-da-da thing.
No, there's lyrics back there. You can almost hear them, can't you?
No, I
it
can't.
screams lyrics. So it's actually a Himalayan love song, which ties perfectly in with this
I don't
weekend's
think you know
game.
what you're talking about. Here's Carrie Underwood. What?
Undo it.
It's KIX 102.5. Himalayan love song ties perfectly.
Come here. Come here. Come here. What just happened? Why? Bunny rabbit George. Hey. There you go. The abominable snowman.
I will love him and call him George.
Love him and pet him and squeeze him. And stroke his bill. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hey. I like the one where he spanks him. Not a bunny rabbit, George. I'll have to spank, and he spanks him, and his head shoots out like.
You're hurting me. Himalayan, not to be confused with Himalayan salt.
That's right. Himalayan assault is when one of those Sherpas jumps on your back.
The more you know.
Oh, man. I will love him and pet him.
I haven't thought about George of the Jungle in forever.
Nobody has.
Except for just now when Jimmy brought it up. So I have to admit to something pretty bad.
Right. Floyd, watch out for your toothbrush. What do you have to admit to? You're really a man, aren't you?
No.
I knew it. What?
You did not. I did something yesterday that I...
We all smelled it. We just didn't think you were going to confess.
You may have smelled it. It's pretty bad. I caught my microwave on fire yesterday.
With what? Did you put metal in it?
No, I put a potato in it.
Okay, how long did you put it in for? I know where this is going, I think.
The recipe said for 10 minutes, 5 on each side.
You can't do that with... This is stupid because no microwave that you buy at, say, like Walmart will handle more than, say, 5 to 6 minutes before it catches on fire.
Mm-hmm.
They will overload. Ours shut down after 4.5, and it's relatively new. I mean, we've only owned it maybe a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. None of so I got looking up on this. None of them will handle that.
Well, I did not know that.
So will it even work now? Did it?
It works. I was sitting right there waiting for it to cook, and all of a sudden the whole potato... Oh, it stinks. My house smells so bad now.
Same.
But the whole potatoes went boonk, up in flames like that fast.
So it caught the potato, not the microwave.
I don't know. The whole thing was filled with flames, so I really quickly threw open the door and blew it out. And
Happy birthday to you.
And the potato was like a petrified rock.
Potato!
I poked holes in it, yeah. That's why I was so confused. I was like, you rinse it off, you clean it, and then you poke a bunch of holes in it, and you stick it in there, cook it for 5 minutes, flip it over, cook it for another 5 minutes.
Anything you do for that long, it's the microwave that's going to catch on fire. They don't have the ability to handle. And I don't know if they overheat the circuits that are generating the microwaves or what, but I got to looking online. Yeah, pretty much anything over 4.5, 5 minutes, you're going to catch it on fire. The old ones they used to have, you'd run them all day.
So it's changed.
I don't know. I never could find what's changed, but they were talking on there. My parents had one. We used to put blah, blah in there, cook for up to 10, 15 minutes, you know, and for some extended thing. The lady talking about she had and the big ones, you know, she could put a turkey inside her microwave. How many of us have a microwave? So when microwaves first came out, they were going to replace your entire kitchen. They were going to be the cooking thing of the future. I remember this in the late 70s. How many of us remember the great big ones? And they actually came as part of your oven setup.
Oh.
So your top. So used to, in old kitchens, you'd have a double-decker oven. The top part was a regular oven. The bottom was a Dutch oven, right?
Okay, sure.
Spoke a different language. I don't know. But then they started coming out with the regular oven microwave combos. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
So the CBS theme for the Super Bowl has lyrics.
Secret lyrics.
And we'll tell you them after Dirk Bentley.
On KIX 102.5. So those things were the size of a regular oven.
I can't even imagine a microwave that size.
All it is the box. The microwaves work within the shielded area,
Right.
And because if it didn't, it would literally scramble your head. You would have radiation poisoning if you... And people, there was all these fears about the radiation caused by the microwaves and going to turn into the Incredible Hulk and everything. Almost had my little brother convinced to get inside ours and try it because that wouldn't have gone well. But apparently, in those big ones, you could cook like a ham or a turkey, and people did.
I can't imagine cooking an entire turkey in the microwave.
And for those, it would take up to half an hour. No, not nearly as long as it would like in the oven, of course.
Huh.
The microwaves would have to penetrate.
Yeah.
But they do. They go through everything. So the way a microwave works is the microwaves go through and they actually create friction with the atoms of whatever they're traveling through. And it causes friction. It causes it to heat up. So
the more you know. Dorinda says, next time, wet a paper towel, wrap it around potato, and put it in a Walmart bag and cook.
Okay, Dorinda, we don't need your witchcraft spell casting on here, okay?
Wait, I want to know. I was really looking forward to that potato.
Which is kind of sad in and of itself.
I was like, this will be a nice lunch. No, I'm going to catch everything on fire instead. And my house stinks now.
I think my wife cooks potatoes in the microwave, don't you? Do you?
I mean, I know the way of just stabbing a bunch of holes in them and putting them
I think she actually cuts
oven.
it open and puts her stuff in the top of it and then heats it up.
Really?
I think. I don't know. I don't like baked potatoes. I cannot
What's wrong with you?
I don't like baked potatoes. I like mashed potatoes like normal humans. So, but I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know. What was it I was cooking not too long ago? And remember, I told you guys about catching it on fire. It was like a month or two ago, or right around Christmas time. I was trying to heat something up and had it in there for like 4 minutes, and it actually shut down. Here she is. Ask and answer. There is a baked potato button on our microwave.
Oh, I don't have a baked potato button on mine.
Well,
I put mine in a glass bowl, spray oil, and wrap over the top. The internet did me dirty. It did not say to do any of these things.
how old is your microwave? KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 719.
Sunshine this afternoon with a high near 65. It's 41 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes. Tell you about today. Is it today or tomorrow we're supposed to break record temperatures? Tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow because we're going to see a high near 67 tomorrow.
Yeah, could be record-breaking highs for tomorrow. Anyway, we'll give you a complete rundown on that weather forecast in just 5 minutes.
So I know we're all talking about it. The big game, the Super Bowl, is this weekend.
And one of the little-known facts about this weekend's game, they have a special theme music, of course, for the Super Bowl.
And I can't believe you actually found lyrics for this thing.
I didn't find them. I was a part in creating them.
Oh, no, you weren't.
Yes,
Randy, you
once
did
upon
not
a
create the
time,
lyrics.
I used to work for CBS. I was one of their
Oh,
major
my Lanta.
executives. So they came to us and they asked us to come up with special lyrics. So we took 4 weeks, and we traveled to the northern reaches of the Himalayan mountains.
What is with you in Himalaya today?
Well, that's where it came from. So we went to the Himalayan mountains to go on a retreat with these Tibetan monks.
What? And they gave you the lyrics for the Super Bowl theme song, these Tibetan monks?
They didn't, but they helped us discover them. So
What?
while we were in a meditative state, these lyrics came to me.
This is not that is not how this went down
This is
at all.
exactly how it went down. You weren't there. You weren't there.
How long ago was this? When exactly were you a part of CBS?
It's in the past. I can't say because of my
Sure.
time with the CIA. But I was given these lyrics in a meditative state, and I want you to help me sing them now, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Try. Super Bowl party. I'm gonna drink a lot of beer. Drinking and gambling, wagering on Super Bowl squares. Eating nachos, 100 pounds of chicken wings. Watching football on a gigantic LED. Super Bowl party. I'll be so hungover Monday. They should make it an American holiday. Super Bowl.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
True story.
Morning, Dustin.
It's a true story. Very true story.
And I don't know
was
how old the
looking
microwave
for
is.
like Asian or Middle Eastern, and of course, there's nothing.
There's nothing like that.
I see yakety, and I think yaks. No, that's
Not
gonna
quite
work
the
at all.
same
That's
thing.
not gonna be right.
Yeah.
Seriously, the one thing that would make it so much more tangible.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. The CIA, yes.
So I have no idea how old our microwave is. It came with the house that we're renting.
Hmm.
But, I mean, I think it's one of the newer ones. I mean, it looks fancy.
So let me see if I can find that site. And it was not a factual site. It was like a forum. A bunch of people were talking. So what happens is there are voltage parts inside the unit that get too hot
Okay.
from the amount of electricity that's coming through. It has nothing to do with the microwave. And it leads to a thermal cutoff switch to be activated as a safety feature to prevent further overheating. Yours apparently doesn't have this feature, so it just overheated.
Yeah.
Apparently, once they start doing that, they're more prone to do it.
Yeah,
overheat
that's what
after
I was
that.
nervous about. I was like, great, this is going to happen more often now, isn't
Yeah.
it?
How many watt is your microwave?
I think it's
a good
1,000.
question. 1,000 watts.
Mm-hmm.
So you can probably hear it in Nevada.
A little noisy. It looks like this guy.
Made me so mad because so we have a box in our cabinets that is made for the microwave. That's where the microwave goes.
Right.
And it was made when the house was built. And so we went to replace our microwave, which fit that box perfectly. No. Now, all the microwaves went from being normal square shapes to being these short, squat, really wide things. So they're only about this tall and about this wide, which is stupid. And they are also this deep. So it wants to hang out into your kitchen. They know what they're doing. They know kitchen design. Potato error 367.
Have a great day, Sarah.
We could not find we finally found one that was close, and it still sticks out of the cabinet by about 2 inches. And of course, there's a large amount of space on the top of it and on the side of it, so it does not fit it properly. I wonder, now that I'm sitting here running through this, about doing away with that cabinet or rebuilding it.
Oh, there you go.
My wife's going, oh gosh.
Morning, Kathy.
So
How do you get rid of the stink now?
you sometimes have to wear it off. Open up your windows, let it air out.
Yeah.
I mean, problem is all of that is contained in your house and it has nowhere to go and it absorbs into the material. Speaking of caution, there is a skunk that has released its scent over on 32nd Street by Freeman Hospital. Avoid that area if you can at all. It is really, really strong.
Yikes.
So in between the 2 stoplights on 32nd Street in front of Freeman is where it is. So there's a wooded area between Freeman and UMKC. And that wooded area, there's a skunk. He apparently came out too close to the road or something, got frightened and sprayed right there. It is really, really, really strong.
Gross.
There's a good chance you'll get it on your vehicle. I think I did. I'll know when I go back out to my vehicle later today. I'll be like,
Yuck. Funny fact, the last time the Chiefs and 49ers played each other was 2020.
is that a funny fact? Are
That
you
is
sure
so
that's a funny fact?
That's hysterical.
I don't know. I feel like I ought to get my money back on that one.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long ago since they played. Oh, I love incense. That's a good idea. I have a boatload of candles. I'll just light all my candles.
Yeah, but if you do that and don't get rid of the initial scent, though, you're just mixing.
It's super nice. Yeah, I should just open up all the windows and
Especially
air it
while
out.
you're gone, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hate leaving windows open when I'm not home.
Well, you have screens, don't you?
Yeah. But still.
Just do it on the back side of the house.
Yeah, that's true. And the world shut down. Didn't they, for that game, have just pictures of people in the stands for that Super Bowl? And they had fake crowd noise?
Oh, that's right. That's right. They used, they did, didn't they? They used fake crowds.
Now, this would have been 2021 because 2020, the Super Bowl was before everything shut down. 2019? Oh, it's 2020. It was COVID.
Yeah, but 2019 is when they first started.
Yeah, 2020, March 2020. I think the Chiefs are going to win this. At least I want them to. Not having another 2020. I'm locked and loaded this go around. I don't know that the U.S. would ever let something like that happen again. Maybe not necessarily the government, but the people. Yeah, I don't want to repeat either. That was such a weird time. It feels like a whole other life so long ago. Walmart has charcoal odor eliminators. Thank you, Brandy. I'll have to go check them out. Yeah, school mornings are a lot. I don't envy Kyle at home with the 2 kids doing that. How many kids were you looking after this morning, Kathy? Getting up and around. They turned the AC on. Can you feel it?
Yep.
Hate it. I didn't bring a coat today either.
Fat, sweaty people.
Oh, yeah. You definitely had your hands full this morning.
Good gosh. Is that wide open?
I mean, yeah, you can like feel the air. It looks closed. Mm-hmm. How old's the youngest, Kathy? Beans is my kid that does not do very well in the morning. She is not a morning person. The boy will wake up wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to go. But
Weird.
man, Beans just... She'll put up a little bit of a fight in the morning.
It like that.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cute, though. Nyx has gotten to where when Kyle goes to wake the kids up, she'll go in there with him and she'll, nuzzle up to the kids and give them kisses and wake them up that way. But who doesn't want to be woken up with puppy kisses? All right, here we go. We got a seg. 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 731.
Don't forget, Valentine's Day is 1 week from today.
That's right. So I've got something very special for my wife this year.
Oh, we'll find out more about it after Matt Stell.
On KIX 102.5.
What'd you get her? What'd you get her? What'd you get her? What'd you get her?
I wrote her a letter.
Ooh. Is it real romantic? All about your feelings?
Yes.
Are you sure you want to share that with us?
Yeah.
Could be a private thing.
No. Okay. Open letter.
Okay. I was sick and pregnant in 2020. Now I'm healthy and able to fight. Oh, man. I can't imagine being pregnant in 2020. How much did you turn it up?
How much did I turn? 1 degree.
1 degree. You've got whisper at this break. We've got Alex at some point. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. $50 seconds. Ba-da-la-la-la.
Oh boy.
Yeah. $20 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see partly sunny skies this afternoon with highs in the mid-60s. It's 41 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we're going to ask you to fill in the blank for us. He broke my heart.
So I broke his brain. No. He broke my heart, so I broke his what?
Yeah, what did you break of his or her? We can go either way, of course.
But realistically, has that ever happened? I mean...
I'm sure it has. Call or text to tell us your story, 417-623-1025.
So the whole Valentine's Day thing, let's admit it. It's a commercial propaganda thing. You've been brainwashed into acknowledging one day of the year as you're forced to be romantic on, when you should be that way year-round.
I think it should be that way year-round, but I think it's nice to have a day that kind of gives you permission in a way, because it's not
permission.
It's not
You don't
natural
need
for no. But
permission.
listen, it's not natural for some people to really put their feelings out there and express, how much they love someone, and this really helps them to do that. To have Valentine's Day.
The commercial industry has forced and said, on this day you will, or you will be ostracized.
It's not about being ostracized.
Ostrich-sized.
It has nothing to do with birds.
Much bigger. A big bird.
The point is, we're only a week away from Valentine's Day, so if that's something you and your significant other celebrate,
It's ridiculous.
You've got 7 days left to make it happen.
Should be romantic all the time. You should express your love at any time. There should be no forced that on this day you have to express your romance for one another.
So does that mean you're not doing anything for your wife for Valentine's Day?
I did something.
Oh, yeah? What'd you do?
I did it. And I wrote her, I sit down and put pen to hand and decided to write her a letter. This is what I wrote. Listen. Dear Valentine's Day, my hatred for you runs deep. Every single year, you sneak up on me when I only have 31 cents in my bank account and make me feel like a complete inadequate, how do you spell inadequate? Inadequate failure unless I cough up at least $50 for some roses my wife's going to look at for a total of 3 minutes. Then there's dinner. Do you get some sick pleasure out of making the husbands of the world fight for a dinner reservation at Olive Garden? I think you do. And that needs to stop. Every Valentine's Day, I find myself standing in the card aisle of Target, racked with anxiety and paralyzed by fear, because the only cards left by the time I get there will say, with deepest sympathy on the front. Hashtag romance. So, Valentine's Day. Going forward, this is what I would like to propose. If your Valentine is someone that has used the bathroom in front of you while you brushed your teeth, then you are excused from participating in Valentine's Day. Come on. Life and love are real. A random day in February that shakes you down for all you've got and makes you feel like a failure is not real. So, Valentine's Day, I'm breaking up with you. In the words of poet Maya Angelou. Bye, Felicia.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the fourth state.
2.5.
So you gave your wife a letter about breaking up with Valentine's Day.
In front of everyone, bearing my soul to the
yikes.
world. You're welcome.
Yep, the world's tiniest violin. That's what he needs.
Shut up, Megan.
All right, I'm going to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Ooh.
Good luck, by the way.
On using the bathroom?
Yeah. Oh, so we're also going to have chocolate-covered strawberries from Candy House. We're going to give away. So yesterday, the salesperson who's responsible for that came in at 11 o'clock yesterday morning and said, we've got chocolate-covered strawberries. KIX has 5 dozen to give away. Yet, we have still not heard any official word. So word of mouth is one thing, but we have to have it in writing before we will do the contest on the air. We've been burned with that before. So they have to put in an order. There's steps that has to go through before it's approved, before it can be executed on air. None of those things have happened yet, but we know it will be. So tomorrow, we are going to give you... Oh, okay. So anyway, starting tomorrow, I suspect, because we're going to be talking about the most romantic gift tomorrow. Today we're talking about he broke my heart, so I broke his blank. And we'll give you the chance to win those, probably at 7:35. Well, we may do a text to win where you can get signed up, from 7 to like 7:30 and then announce. We're probably going to give away, I think we're going to give away 2 dozen tomorrow, 2 different winners. So we'll do 2 tomorrow, 1 on Friday, and either 2 on Monday or 1 on Monday and 1 on Tuesday. I'm not sure when the orders have to be in by. But we have to get them in because, as you know, with Candy House, you've got to get your orders in early. Morning, Melissa. You shut up, Megan. Yeah, the ones from Candy House are the best. So when we were in Mexico and we do the couples romantic massage thing, they give you chocolate-covered strawberries and champagne as part of that whole deal. And theirs are okay, but they're not Candy House. You know, Candy House, for one thing, it's their chocolate recipe is so good at Candy House. So that's what makes it amazing. I like their turtles, but I also like their Miner's Run. They have this stuff called, it's spun honey called Miner's Run. I really, 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 really like that stuff. With dark chocolate. To me, with milk chocolate on the Miner's Run, it's too rich. It's too much. But if you get dark chocolate with it, it's just the perfect balance. It is good, Jimmy. It's like the perfect chocolate to me. It's better than Hershey. It's really, really, really rich, though.
Can we double check and make sure that this is the right song?
Yep.
We hadn't played it since Valentine's Day.
That's it.
Whose chocolate are we talking about?
Candy House. So I was telling them tomorrow we're going to give them the chance to win chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh, yeah. Don't they do chocolate-covered other things, too?
They have all kinds of candy. You name it, they have it. I'm saying my favorite thing, besides their turtles, I love their turtles, but they have Miner's Run.
What's that?
Which is spun honey. It's very hard to describe.
What do you mean spun?
Who brought us the peanut brittle? Remember we had earlier?
Monica.
And it was very light. It was not hard. You know, it's kind of like that, but tastes different. But it's kind of like that texture. But they cover it with dark chocolate. You can get it with milk chocolate, but it's best with dark chocolate. It balances out the sweetness of the stuff. It's almost like a Butterfinger, but not quite. It's lighter than that.
What makes it spun?
I don't know. I don't know how they make it, but they call it spun honey. Or Miner's Run. If you ask for the Miner's Run, and it comes in chunks. And I have no idea how they make the center part of it, but it is unreal how good it is. It's otherworldly.
You know, I had chocolate-covered pineapple for the first time last year, and it was actually so good.
Yeah, it's decent.
What?
A lot of these things that when the center filling is ridiculously sweet like that, it goes really good with dark chocolate. Hi there, Morning KIX. Hey, Dustin.
How you doing?
Oh, it's Garth's birthday today? Are you sure?
It's his birthday today. That's right, February 7th. He's 62 today.
He qualifies for AARP.
Happy birthday to Garth. Well, we might have to see if we can play some Garth for his birthday.
You want to?
Meh. For Dustin.
Okay, he does.
All right, well, thanks for calling, Dustin. Happy birthday, Garth Brooks. Go eat some cake.
Later.
No, we haven't seen Candy Jan this week. Normally she comes on Thursday.
Wednesday. She's usually on Thursday or Fridays.
Mm-hmm. She came by last week. She brought us the new
Reese's
with the
caramel. Yeah.
So good, by the way.
Had so many dreams about that since.
10/10 recommend. Yes, it was 2021 Super Bowl that had the cardboard fans in the stands, and you could pay to have
your face put in there.
Yeah. Where are the bodies, Garth? What?
What?
What bodies, Megan? Garth is hiding bodies?
So there is a 100-year-old guy, World War II veteran from Elkins, West Virginia, celebrated his 100th birthday this last Friday at McDonald's. So the reason is because he's been having breakfast at McDonald's every day almost for the last 36 years.
So what's his go-to breakfast?
He said he's not sure why he hadn't lived so long. He doesn't say. But he didn't plan on changing his habits as he gets older. He says, I've been coming here for 36 years. I can't stop now. Besides, that's where he gets his daily crack fix.
5 seconds.
What keeps him going, actually, is that every night he goes to Hooters. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see partly sunny skies this afternoon with highs nearing 65. It's 41 in Joplin.
In the next hour, we're going to be asking you to fill in the blank for us.
He broke my heart, so I broke his what?
So
What'd you break?
let's just get that out of the way before Valentine's Day, which is only a week away.
Are you ready for it?
No. I am not. I never am any year. And that's why we want to help all the guys remember, everybody remember, that you've only got a few days left to get your Valentine's Day gifts.
And there are some things at this point, if you're wanting to get something like personalized, maybe it's probably too late to go out and order something like that.
Probably too late. You're letting time run out on you. Time is quickly coming to an end. So as if you didn't have enough pressure in your life, now you've got a love deadline. Valentine's, only a few days left to buy something nice for my girl. Valentine's, make a reservation at the most expensive place in the world. Valentine's, really hate this holiday that was just made up by Hallmark. Valentine's, guess I'll buy some flowers and a chocolate heart. Why can't we just chill and stay at home, watching Netflix in comfortable clothes, instead of going out and going broke, spending dough?
It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
When Garth is in town, people go missing. Is that correlation or causation?
Are you sure you're not making that up?
Is it any town that he goes to, people go missing, or is it specifically one town?
I think those people would have gone missing whether he was there or not. I think people go missing in these towns, and it just so happens Garth's playing his show there, if that's the case.
It's a trap, Floyd. Floyd's wife told him not to get her anything.
Don't fall for that, Floyd. You know what that means? She's got you something extra special this year.
Uh-oh.
And you are going to be racking up the guilt points, buddy.
At what point does it mean actually what she says, though?
Never. Don't fall for that. That is a Venus flytrap. So, speaking of all these fast food places, McDonald's and Wendy's playing right now, Burger King is running a new contest where you can design a Whopper sandwich and win $1 million.
$1 million? Holy
You
cow.
win $1 million prize. All you have to do is visit their website to enter the contest where you can customize your own ideal Whopper. One of the customized ones is going to be featured and is going to win $1 million. You can have up to 8 toppings on it. I think you have to have a Burger King Royal Perks account to apply so that they can track you
Of course.
and know where you live and come to your house on the
No,
weekends.
not that one.
3 finalists will be selected and invited to the Burger King headquarters in Miami, Florida, where the group will have the opportunity to refine their concepts before they appear on menus nationwide for a limited time later this year.
So do you type in like, I want escargot on this burger, or do they have like a list of things you can choose
I'm
from?
not sure. The customers have a chance to try out the 3 final Whopper creations and vote on their favorite new Whopper, with the finalist who receives the most votes taking home the $1 million prize. It's open until March 17th. I would put a $20 bill in every Whopper. Who wouldn't want that? That's how I would win. It's a special
Smart.
$20 Whopper.
I don't know. I mean, the Whopper's kind of iconic. That's their thing. How do you change up the Whopper?
Some smart Aleck's going to design a Whopper that's topped with McDonald's secret sauce.
What would you put on it other than a $20 bill?
I would put the Montreal steak seasoning on the meat.
Okay.
And then I would do the traditional American with bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese, pickle, mustard. They don't have that right now. You can get the Baconator, but not the Bacon Whopper. So I would do that.
That's kind of weird.
But doing the Montreal steak seasoning on it, I think, would give it the flavor. I like Whoppers. Me personally, out of the big 3, Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, I'd pick Burger King every time.
What is Wendy's thing? What is their burger?
Square meat.
Oh, that's right. They got square charbroiled or something.
No, Burger King charbroiled.
Okay, that's
Dairy
Burger
Queen
King.
does too. Hardee's, I think, blows all of them away.
I've never had a Hardee's burger.
Hardee's burgers are really good. Ever since they, about 5 or 6 years ago, they started doing the Angus burgers. Now they moved away from that marketing, so they're not the Angus burgers anymore, but they have the same seasoning and everything that those had. They taste the same. They're really, really good.
Is there even a Hardee's around here anymore? Where's it at? The 2 I know of in Joplin closed.
Love's down next to I-44. Have a drive-through, unless it closed. I don't think it closed.
Mm.
It's all part of Burger King's new slogan that they have coming out later this year, which is, we still haven't got this burger thing figured out yet.
I mean, it's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah. It's also kind of a desperate cry for help, I think, isn't it?
Maybe. Oh, they're saying Neosho. They closed Hardee's.
They
So the
closed
closest-
it in Neosho?
The closest one is in Neosho.
The one down here at Love's, isn't it still open? So the ones that they had here in town closed, I think, because of location. One of them was on Main Street.
And the
right
other one
next
was
to
on
the-
Range Line. That
Yeah,
was
they had one on Range Line. So I don't know. I think it was just congestion there. That
Yeah.
they don't do a good job of marketing nationally, I don't feel like.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever saw an ad or anything. Well, I mean, we got flyers for them all the time.
Yeah, they do the wrong kind of marketing. I mean, if you're not going to get national support from your chain and you don't do anything locally, then what's going to make you stand out in the choice? I mean, there's so many choices when it
Sure.
comes to fast food. You've got to have something to make you stand out. Unless you're Chick-fil-A, and then, you don't need anything.
Jimmy says they closed in Pittsburgh, too. I wonder if it was all the same owner.
I don't know, possibly. Scotland's got a plan in place to help lower the number of alcohol-related deaths in the country.
All right, what are they going to do?
So the nation as a whole is raising the price on all alcoholic drinks with a tax that will raise base price by 30%. So imagine if you pay $5 a beer, it's going to be like $8 a beer now.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
No one's going to be able to afford that.
Sounds crazy until you remember dead people don't buy beer.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that Hardy's going full rock on his next album?
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to do country versions of any of those songs for country radio.
I don't know. I'm surprised him and Jelly Roll both haven't done more of this. Jelly Roll, I can get it. I mean, he is, well, at least his album has been country core centered.
Mm-hmm.
But with his whole philosophy and theme and everything, I'm surprised he hasn't moved into that realm more.
Yeah.
Well, when he sees the reduction in revenue, he may change his mind and come back after the next album.
Right.
Because you can cross over from country into rock in these other formats, but it's a lot harder to do that the other way.
Oh, Floyd says websites say they're closing nationwide.
Really?
Apparently so.
Multiple unnamed sources are saying that the Hardee's around here, their closings will reopen under different food franchisees.
Oh, so they'll still be Hardee's. They're just going to be...
Maybe different, a different type of restaurant.
Oh, different altogether. Got it.
Hardee's has been closing stores in 8 states last year. They closed a lot of them, but that doesn't mean that all of them are closing, Floyd. In the Midwest and the South, they did have multiple closings.
Megan called the one at Neo Show. It is still open. Thank you, Megan.
So for Kansas, Missouri, South Carolina, and Georgia, there were multiple closings last year, but the franchise in and of itself is not closed.
Can they come in now?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, come in.
Alex is here. We got an interview to do from MSSU.
You again. Take a seat.
Hey, Alex.
Tom needs them. Got it. Thank you.
All right. We've got about 3 minutes. We're going to record this and air it back later. So if you want to go ahead and pull that microphone close.
Yes, sir.
And like last year, I'm just going to snap pictures of you. And we'll
That's
get them up
great.
online and tag
Yeah.
you.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you.
Talking with Alex Gandy, who is the Director of Career Services at MSSU, about their upcoming Dress to Impress event. How's it going,
Hey,
Alex?
good morning. Good morning. How's it going? It's going great.
So when is this going to be happening?
Man, our event is on February 28th. And so we need all of our clothing donations by Monday, February 26th.
Okay, so what do they need to do if someone... First off, let's talk about Dress to
Yeah.
Impress. What does it do specifically for students?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. What Dress to Impress does is it helps the student want to equip their wardrobe, right? Like we've all been nervous about a job interview. And one of the things we're also nervous about what we're going to say and how we're going to communicate our knowledge and skills. But also we all worried about that wardrobe, like what we're going to wear.
Sure.
Like we want to dress for the part we want. Dress to Impress is helping equip a student to not have to worry about what those clothes they need to wear, to help prepare them for that first job or that first job interview.
And where, if people want to make donations of clothing, where can
Absolutely.
they take them to?
So we're accepting donations on Missouri Southern's campus. They can take them directly to Missouri Southern Spivey Library. Or, you know what? If you pulled up into the parking lot of Missouri Southern and gave them the Career Services office a call, we'll meet you at your car with a wagon, right? You can call us 417-625-9343, and we'll meet you at your car in the parking lot of Missouri Southern. We are just so happy and so thankful for the community's donations. And we're taking everything. Like, think about it. Like shoes, pants, belts, accessories, blouses, blazers, dresses, like the whole 9 yards. And every article of clothing counts. Guys, we served over 400 students in one single day yesterday. Oh, and this is our 10th annual, by the way, which we've been hosting this event for 10 years. And over the course of the 10 years, we've served over 3,000 individuals. 3,000 people have entered the workforce and been equipped for their first job or their first interview because of Dress to Impress.
We're talking with Alex Gandy about the upcoming Dress to Impress event that's going to be happening on Wednesday, February 28th. Are there any specific needs that you guys have this year?
Absolutely. Think about specifically suits. So I think so many, whether it's a man or a man or a woman, when we're talking about like a nice blazer or like a nice pantsuit set, man, we always need more suits. And again, think about all the sizes under the sun. Everything counts, right? And so we always need a wide variety of styles and a wide variety of sizes. So everything counts.
And where can they go to get more information about
They
this?
can go to mssu.edu/career. That's the Career Services website. And on there, you'll find our events page. And there's a whole bunch of information. If you want to volunteer and help sort and set up the event, or you can come and volunteer the day of the event and mentor and coach students in helping them find clothes too.
It's the Dress to Impress event happening Wednesday, February 28th at the Billingsley Student Center's Connor Ballroom.
Absolutely. You got it.
Alex, thanks so much for coming in.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
All right, we're going to
Make
air that
look
back
easy,
later.
dude. Yeah, nice job. You guys make that look. Thank you so much. I know this is spontaneous.
No problem.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
Happy to help. We do Forest Dodge Hill, but just did Forest Dodge Hill. So which one's missing?
Okay.
Yeah. We've done that before. Or just forgot.
Okay.
What we could.
All right. 15 seconds. Mostly partly sunny skies this afternoon with highs nearing 65. Decreasing clouds, breezy and low 50s tonight. Sunny, breezy, and 67 for Thursday. Friday, gorgeous. Sunshine, a high near 67.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is showing a few clouds over the 4 states.
39 in Anderson, 46 in Pittsburgh, 45 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
And today we're wanting you to fill in the blank for us.
They broke my heart, so I broke their what? What'd you break?
Yeah, out of a bit of fury and emotional damage and vitriol. What did you break of theirs? Not that we condone that kind of behavior.
You can call or text to let us know, 417-623-1025.
Love you like I used to. Here's Russell Dickerson.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. What's this?
Talking with Alex Candy about the MSS Dress to Impress event that is going to be happening. When is it coming up, Alex? March 8th.
Last year.
There you go.
So all I got to do is just go change a few things.
That's pretty fun. That's smart. Bombastic side eye. How's Pumpkin doing? Puppy Watch 2024.
Oh. So there's a woman who was discovered to still be sharing her bed with her husband's corpse years after his death, even sometimes performing occult rituals with his body.
What?
Well, yeah, if you're not going to bury me, I say you better be praying to some Egyptian gods to bring me back or something.
So how is she preserving it or is she not?
I don't know. I don't have any more details than that.
How do you deal with the smell? That's got to be terrible.
Maybe that's how she rolls. She likes that sort of thing.
Mm-mm. Did you see that they're going to start phasing out landlines, it looks like?
Yes.
AT&T put in like a waiver or something. They applied to where they won't have to service landlines anymore.
Yep, there are all of the major carriers are doing away, planning to eliminate them by the end of the year. So there is going to be one service, and it's not technically a landline, but it functions as one, and that's that UMA service that still. So the main reason a lot of people don't want to get rid of landlines is because 911 is has dedicated addresses associated with those numbers. So cellular, it could be anywhere, anything like that.
Sure.
But for 911 service, it is all associated with landline. So when you call from a landline, it brings up an address where that is featured at. And the UMA service is dedicated to that. So if that's your thing, there is still an option available for that, but it technically does not utilize landline.
Interesting.
It can use the phone jacks in your house, but those have to be hooked to an UMA cellular thing at the, where your phone line comes into your house. So a technician installs that, and then you can use your phone jacks like you normally would. So it makes you think you're using a landline, but you're not.
Is it
really.
worth it?
Yeah, really. Come on.
That's right, Jimmy.
So you can have a dedicated address cellular. There's not many companies that offer that it's a fixed cellular location. So like most security companies, Vivint and a bunch of the others, Simply Safe, their security features are all through a cellular connection. So when someone breaks into your house, they contact the law enforcement. All these signals are sent via cellular. The old days, they used to have them hooked to a phone line, a dedicated phone line. But the problem with that, criminals could come and cut that phone line, and you could no longer send signal to law enforcement.
Right.
So to get around that, the security companies began routing all of their data information via cellular. And that cellular signal on securities are attached to a fixed address. So if you've got a security system already, then whether you contact them or not, if your alarm goes off, it automatically contacts law enforcement. They can see where the address is that this is coming from. So
cool.
And for those of you that don't know, most homeowners insurances will give you a discount if you have a security system that usually equals to or sometimes even is greater than the cost of the security system. When we first got ours, it actually saved us. It paid for the security system and saved us an additional $30. I don't think that's
awesome.
The case anymore. Prices have gone up, but.
Do you have one of the ones that has like a subscription service every month or whatever?
Mm-hmm. We've had it for 13, 14 years.
Ring?
15 years. No.
Really?
Yeah. We've had it. It was one of the first things we got. So maybe even more than that. 16 or 17 years we've been with Vivint.
Mm-hmm.
And we have motion sensors, carbon dioxide sensors, smoke detectors. There's a temperature sensor in the house, glass break sensors. Every door and window has sensors on them. So if someone opens a door while the system is armed or opens a window, it will set off the alarm.
Wow.
And they immediately contact you. So we have in the past accidentally left the door open or accidentally set it off, and you have the alarm go off, which is so loud you can't scream over it. It's that loud. And I mean, woo, 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 that kind of thing, And then there's also an operator that comes on immediately after that. So within about 15, 30 seconds after that alarm goes off, an operator comes on and says, this is an event representative, and they ask for your passcode. You have two passcodes, one that is your actual passcode and another one that is a duress passcode. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see partly sunny skies this afternoon with highs nearing 65. It's 45 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
But we're asking you to fill in the blank for us today.
They broke my heart, so I broke their What?
Not that we're condoning violence or
Right,
anything
right.
like that, of course.
But if in a fit of fury you did something to make yourself feel better or to get even,
We want to hear about it.
623-1025, or maybe you didn't do it, but you know somebody who did.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Jordan Davis and Luke Bryan
It's by dirt.
for Valentine's Day. Give
Don't
them
do
that.
That's
Yeah,
bad.
they'll love
It's
that
KIX
dirt.
102.5.
So,
What's duress?
so the duress, let's say someone has a gun pointed to your head and they say, shut it off. Or tell them that everything's okay. So they say, can you give us your customer passcode? You give them the duress code and they say, okay, thank you very much. They shut the alarm off, but immediately they contact the police and the police come anyway.
That's smart.
There's also another way that you can put in the code. So even if the operator's not on with you, you have two different codes. You have your actual code that shuts the alarm off, but then you have a duress code, which shuts it off, makes it look like it's off, but it's actually going ahead and sending signal to law enforcement in that instance. So both of which, would work around somebody trying to hold you hostage.
Right.
And I will say this too, Joplin police, at least in my house, they get there like in less than 5 minutes.
Good.
And I mean, we used to have a problem with me running out of the house real fast with the alarm still activated and not realizing that I was setting it off because I'd open the door and then go get in the vehicle. And it doesn't go off for a second or two on purpose, to give you time to shut it off. But then it should go off, and my wife be in the shower and not be able to get out in time to shut it off or tell the operator, hey, everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the Joplin police just all over our house. And I mean, people in the backyard and all around it, and they have to come in and do a sweep of the house to make sure everything's okay. There's my wife cussing me. So yeah, I wouldn't have a house, especially in Joplin, without one.
Morning, Melissa.
But our camera,
Have a great day.
we have a
Morning, Kenda.
doorbell camera. It's part of that whole system. And that's another thing with Event. We've been with them so long, every so many years, they say, hey, as a way of thanking you, we want to give you this additional feature. So they give us upgrades. And
they're free?
yeah, they gave us the doorbell camera for free one year and came and installed it and everything. And they gave us
Morning, Chris.
an additional glass break sensor. So the glass break sensor sits in the room. And these are all wireless now. Back in the old days, when we first had them installed, they were all wired. But they then came about 5 years ago and said, we're going to swap all these out for you and do away with that. The wiring's still in your walls, but we're not using it anymore. And they went to wireless, like Ring and Simply Safe and all those others use. And the little hub thing that sits, we have one in the living room that sits up on those shelves that are up near the vaulted ceiling. One in the bedroom, and then there's one in the sunroom. So if someone, you even tap on the glass too hard and it will go off. It detects. My wife was banging pots and pans around one day and apparently the frequency or something that it needed and it set it off.
It just sounds expensive.
It's not. It's really not. I think you can get set up with Vivint for usually they don't have a setup charge, I think. I think ours costs like $40 or $50 a month. And the insurance discount that we get is like $70.
Really?
Yeah. That it deducts off our insurance costs, homeowners.
That's cool.
So it's really not expensive. And when we started with them 17, 18 years ago, I remember it was $30 and our discount was $60.
Wow.
So we actually doubled our money, made $30 by having it. And I'm like, why doesn't everybody have this? And they didn't charge us anything for the setup or for the installation.
Megan's ran off people with no pants on swinging around a tractor bolt in the middle
That'll
of the night.
do it. That will do it. Oh, it's also, they give you, I forgot another part of our security is the thermostat. So it's all integrated into, there's a panel in our house. It's a smart panel with a touch screen on it and everything. So the thermostat is integrated into that. So you can adjust your temperature through the app that I have on my phone, through Vivint. Vivint also connects with your smart home, with Google Home and all that other stuff. So you can create scenes. So we have the temperature changing at different times of the day and everything like that. But they do all the installation for that. They have a tech come to your house and set everything up.
That's cool. Because you're special, Randy.
No, it's really not that expensive. And if anybody's ever interested in getting it, I get a referral discount, and you'll get a discount too. So let me know. Yeah, here's the app, and it just simply showed, like right now it's armed, it's away. I can also lock and unlock my front door. So as part of this, the little keypad thing that I have on my front door, that's part of the event. They installed, that was an upgrade after so many years.
And it's worked fine? You haven't had issues with it?
Works great. We've always used that. What's cool with that is I can give different codes to different people. So we have like our Thursday night friends that come over. They all have their own code, and they just walk in the house, when they come over there.
So it logs it for you so you know who's in your house?
Yep, I can see exactly who. And if I want to eliminate someone's code or give a temporary code, I can put in there, say, like, I'm gone on vacation. I want Jen to water my plants. I can say, Jen, your code to get in the house is 1234. I can say it's only active for this date to this date, and then it eliminates it after that.
That's cool.
And I can only give you, I can make it to where you only have access to certain parts of the house too. So if there are sensors on different doors, I can say you can't go in these rooms or it'll set off the alarm, and make sure that you can only go to certain parts of the house with that.
So put all your valuables in a room, and
or I don't want her going through my underwear drawer. Jen,
I would not feel the urge to do that. We're good. 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:18.
Sunshine this afternoon with highs in the mid-60s. It's 45 in Joplin.
And we're talking about jilted love.
We want to know, when they broke your heart, what did you break of theirs?
Yes, they broke your heart, so you broke their blank.
Call or text to tell us 417-623-1025.
What did you break of theirs?
He got me a teddy bear one day, and he broke up and cheated on me, and I took a shotgun to it.
Boom!
Wow.
Blew Teddy away. Better the bear than him.
Yeah, no joke. What did you break of his?
Well, I took and broke the mirror off of his blazer.
You won't see me coming in your rearview mirror, sweetie, because you ain't got one no more.
That's right.
623-1025. They broke my heart, so I broke their what?
A woman got mad because a guy kicked her out, and she literally, behind the picture frames, she knocked holes in the walls and dropped packages of meat into the walls.
Yeah!
Yes, and it rotted. He removed the bottom of the couch, that lining on the bottom, put meat in it. So when he would move it, he'd be like, there's something there, but I don't know what it is. Well, it was under the couch, cut the water lines. I was like, who even thinks of stuff like that?
Good gosh, that's vindictive.
What did you break?
My wife kept cheating on me and stuff, and I got off work early one day, and I seen a pair of cowboy boots sitting by the bed.
Uh-oh.
Well, she left and had somebody come back and tell me I was getting divorced, so I took Nair, the hair remover,
Yeah.
and I dumped all her conditioner out, and I filled it back up with Nair hair removal.
Wait a minute, did it work?
I don't know. I didn't see her after that.
Oh, wow.
I mean, some of these you can get criminal charges
Right.
for, but not that we condone this kind of behavior. Just want to know, when jilted in love,
They broke your heart, so what'd you break of theirs?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. Hi there, Morning KIX. They broke my heart, so I broke their what?
Their entire house.
Their
What?
what? What did you do?
Well, okay. So my son said I give new meaning to the phrase psychotic ex-girlfriend.
Oh, jeez.
Right?
So I actually set a pillow on fire that was in his bed in his house.
Oh my gosh. And burned his house down?
Not all the way, no.
Not all the way. He still had,
Just
the
part of
dining
it.
room was still there.
Well, he don't mess with you, that's for sure.
That's right. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome, guys.
Oh, my gosh.
Psychotic emotional break. Ugh.
Randy, so your house is smart than you, Kendra says.
Literally. Well, sometimes it's pretty stupid. So I have everything. So Google has just recently fixed it to where you have to open your phone and open the Google app to be able to speak with Google, which then begs what's the point to it? Begs the question, why even have it?
Mm-hmm.
If there is no hands-free option where you can just talk to it, that's what it's supposed to do, is eliminate the need for interacting with your phone in a physical sense. They have eliminated that. And I don't know if this is an ongoing battle between Google and Android is Google. Google and Samsung phones. I think that's what it is.
It might be, yeah.
Samsung is trying to reduce the functionality of Google's software, and Google does the same thing to Samsung. All the time they're fighting back and forth. Samsung wants you to use Bixby, which works really well sometimes, except with a lot of home features that are interactive with Google. So they're stupid. They will not function well together. Like, I have an automatic garage door. So supposedly, when I get within so many feet of my house, my garage door will open. It'll geo-track me and see that, oh, my phone is within so many feet, and the garage door will open, so that I don't have to take my hands off the wheel and try to find the garage remote and all that stuff. It just automatically does it, and it automatically closes. But with Google, because of all their security and liability issues, they want you that, yes, they'll automatically open the garage for you. But what they want you first to do is open your phone and open Google. And then they want you to tell them a passcode that they will email you. So you first have to.
Oh, my gosh.
All of that. I'm like,
That's
are you
too much.
kidding me?
That's way
Do you
too
not?
much.
I'd be quicker just to hit the remote on the
Right.
garage door. You've totally eliminated the functionality. Here again is this engineer mindset of we see the process, but not the end goal. We're not accomplishing your end goal at all. This happens all the time. My garage door has closed.
Kenda has a Samsung Galaxy Ultra 22. I don't know what that is, Kenda, but it sounds real fancy.
It's the 2 years ago model of the Samsung Ultra.
Samsung Ultra.
That's what my wife has. I think she's even got I think it's the 22. It's the big one.
And the camera on her phone is fabulous.
So there's my thermostat that I can set.
Mm-hmm.
And
At 77.
that's cold in our house. So again, we have to set it about 5 to 8 degrees warmer than what it actually is in there. That's not real accurate. But within this, you can go in and you can set a schedule for your thermostat. Here's the cameras, 2 different views. One's in my studio, one's in the front door. We have other cameras in the house, but they're not part of this system. Also have lights. So one light, the living room light. So as part of their upgrade system, they gave you a smart plug.
Mm-hmm.
We have other smart plugs, but this is the only one through Vivint. So there it is. The living room lamp is off. So when we come home, that's the only one that we want to be connected to the security system. So when I unlock the door and open the door, the lamp comes on in the living room.
Yeah.
And then we have a whole activity. I can see everything that happened
Wow.
over, whole history, and it shows you quick views on the cameras when it logged.
That's cool.
Yeah. But you can see, like under the security tab, you can see what each one of the sensor statics of each one of the sensors are. Front doors closed. Door sensors closed. Dining room doors closed. Garage doors closed. Sunroom doors closed. I can see all of those. And I could even have it when somebody opened that door that it send me an alert. I don't want to be bombarded by all those.
Sure.
Also shows the battery status of each one of those sensors. Right.
Are they rechargeable or do you have to put batteries?
Batteries, but it's only like, I think on the the CO detectors on the door sensor batteries, and those are like the little watch battery, and you don't replace those, you just replace the sensor. Those are good for like 8 years.
Oh, wow.
And on the CO2 and the fire smoke detector ones, it's like every 2 to 3 years. They
That's
have
not bad
the
at
little
all.
stubby fat batteries. They look like AA's, but they're real short and real fat.
What are those? C's?
No, they're not that fat. They're a weird name. They're a very unusual battery.
Have I found a house to buy yet?
Did you make another offer?
Yep, we made another offer.
Did it go through?
I guess the husband was out of town, and so they were going to talk about it last night. So hopefully we'll find out today. It has been an experience. And I am just too high strung of a person to enjoy it. I just keep telling myself it'll work out how it's supposed to work out when it's supposed to work out. But saying that is so much easier than really leaning into it.
Let me see. What is the work page?
The work page. Speaking of going out to eat, we haven't done a dinner in a hot minute. Weren't we talking about doing a KIX meal at some point soon? Whew.
So the conspiracy theorists now believe that on Super Bowl Sunday that Travis Kelce is going to propose to Taylor Swift.
No, he's not.
And then he's going to endorse Joe Biden for president.
No, he's not. That's not a thing that's going to happen.
That they're going to do that on the 50-yard line during the halftime show.
People need hobbies. People need hobbies.
They need better cable. There's just not good enough television to help prevent things like this.
Go rewatch The Office.
Or watch
Lost.
Lost.
That's what we're doing, and we have been thoroughly enjoying.
Not watching Lost.
At this exact moment, no.
You're just getting ready to get into the really good stuff.
Part of the issue is I enjoy Lost, and Kyle does not.
Don't then watch it when he's not around.
But it's become a thing that we watch together. I got distracted by Puppy Watch. Dorinda says a KIX lunch on a Friday.
Launch?
Prepare for liftoff. Well, what's everyone got going on? I don't think I have anything going on this Monday or this Friday or the next Friday. We're pretty open on my end. What about you?
Me?
Yeah, you. That's really helpful. The movie The Help? Just ain't going.
Oh. Wait. Next Friday? Is that what you're asking? Like, won't everybody be at work?
On Friday? Well,
Isn't that the
Megan
thing we
said
run
whenever the best time is. Dorinda said Friday works for her.
Yeah, but I mean, Sarah will be teaching, so she wouldn't be able to come. And I know there's a lot of other people who have work during the week.
True. Probably Sheila couldn't come then. I don't know about Melissa, if she could swing it or not. Depends on
Possibly,
her load for
but-
the day. What are you proposing instead?
Well, like a Saturday or a Sunday evening.
My thing with doing something on the weekend is I want people to actually show up.
Yeah. Well, all of these, it's always an issue of people showing up. So that's why we're reluctant to have them. Preston Lacey broke their wicker chair.
I wonder how.
Christina Beasley said, ties to me.
Yeah, there you go. Dorinda said Sunday evening. I could do a Sunday evening.
I'd rather do it early afternoon than an evening. Like, say, 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Is it Jania? She says she doesn't have a life. She'd be there. What about like a late lunch on a Sunday?
Not on a Sunday after church. Why not, Janaea? Usually for us to do a lunch or something involves somebody coming into town and, going to have lunch with them. And then usually 3 people show up. Dang it, Jen. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Partly sunny skies this afternoon with highs nearing 65. It's 45 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in the next hour, plus the morning KIX takeover starting in just 20 minutes.
So that means you can go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote for the song play back for you.
But in the meantime, while we don't endorse violent behavior of any kind, we do acknowledge and recognize that sometimes, as the result of a jilted breakup or something like that, that you can have strong emotions.
Yes, we want you to fill in the blank for us. They broke my heart, so I broke their...
What?
What'd you break?
So this guy decided to break up with me because I had children.
I get it.
And one of my children was a baby, and she
Big baby.
was only about 5 months old. And she had gotten really sick when he broke up with me, so she had diarrhea really bad.
Oh, no.
And he had this really nice truck that he was so proud of.
Oh, no.
I decided that I was going to stick dirty diapers underneath the seats, and he didn't find them for a month, and he called me and he said, "What is this smell in my truck?" I was like, "I don't know."
Oh, my gosh. You should have said maybe it's you.
Right? I don't know. He was so pissed when he found him. He was like, "Oh my God."
Oh, that stinks.
What did you break of theirs?
Well, found out my boyfriend was sleeping with a good friend of mine, and I was going to get revenge on him and her at the same time, but I couldn't wait. So that night, I put Orajel on his you-know-what.
Well, wait a minute. You put Origin. How did you get to the...
No, Randy, we don't
What
need to
did
know how she did it.
How
Because she did
How
it.
do you sneak up on someone's...
He was asleep.
Oh, he was asleep and you did it.
Yeah, Yeah, we went to bed that night, and like I just went and got the Orajel out of the medicine cabinet.
I can't feel nothing.
That's exactly what he said on the way to the hospital.
Must have been
He's like, oh my gosh, what happened to me?
a really weird dream.
They broke my heart, so I broke their what?
So keep in mind, I was young, but I walked in on my boyfriend cheating on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I left, and then I came back, and I took a on his bed.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm never going to live it down. I told one of my best friends, and that's all I hear all the time.
Hey, you remember when you pooped the bed? Your boyfriend's bed?
He's not going to forget.
They broke my heart, so I broke their what?
My brother dated this girl a couple years ago, and they broke up.
Yeah.
So what she did was she got spray paint, sprayed curse words, and slashed all 4 of his tires. But the night she did that, the day before, he just sold the truck to a guy in Oklahoma.
Oh!
Yeah, and then she turned around and blamed it on his other ex, and then they got back together and had a kid, and they broke up about a month or 2 ago.
So wait a minute, all this time?
He had no idea she was the one that did that?
Yeah, and then she told him about a month after they broke up the second time.
It's like second time round revenge.
Yeah.
Best served cold, you know?
My gosh.
Really cold.
Fill in the blank for us. They broke my heart, so I broke their...
What?
What'd you break?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Thank you, guys. Megan says, I'm showing up regardless. Invite or not, I'll find you.
Irregardless.
All right, so what time did we settle on? Did we settle on a time?
No.
No?
Did we?
I don't know.
Said Sunday afternoon, 1.
Sunday afternoon, 1.
This
2?
Sunday?
What you guys doing
When?
this Sunday?
We've not heard enough back from them. I mean, we've been sitting here spouting stuff, but they're kind of, whatever. Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste my weekend if they're not going to show. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Hi. So I didn't break anything,
Uh-huh.
but my husband made me mad, and I opened his coat case, and there's things on his side.
Oh, how evil.
Panic attack when he went to shoot it the next time.
I can't hit nothing.
Like, why was so wrong?
I've lost my abilities. Said, well, you should have.
Something was wrong. I didn't admit it for a long time.
Should have told him, said, you know, a real man would be able to just compensate and fix it.
Oh, mean.
Yeah. That's evil. Thanks for calling.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Woo. She's like,
Oh,
me.
yeah. The Super Bowl's on Sunday.
Yeah, so there's that.
Okay, so maybe not this Sunday. Next Sunday. That's a good point.
Okay. I need some help here. So my wife, yesterday, she had me work on her computer and everything, and I was fixing some email settings for her. And I saw that she had got me something, some customized something for Valentine's Day. So I need some help, some ideas here, guys. What should I get her? I don't have time to order a customized or order anything.
Was there anything in Mexico that she was like, man, I really wish we had these at home?
Beaches?
Okay, not that you can do that.
Not really.
I mean,
That's the problem, is she's not a hobby right brain person. You know, she's not that kind of person. And it's very hard to buy for her because of that.
Does she have a nice robe?
I just bought her one for Christmas.
Is she a slippers girl?
I've got her nice slippers with the robe for Christmas.
Because there's microwavable slippers that make them be nice and cozy. What about a towel warmer for after her shower? A nice warm towel
Can I get one of those
on
in
Amazon?
time? Well, that's another thing. I can't order on Amazon. It's just she sees we share an Amazon account.
Right.
So
Shoot.
I went on last night looking at stuff, and I'm like, this is just pointless. It's just frustrating me because I'm going to have to buy it locally to be able to do it.
Or I can order it for you.
It's a possibility. I could just send you money, and I could
You can
do
just do it
that.
that way. Where do we want to eat next week? They're asking. Are we doing 1 o'clock next Sunday, the 18th?
Put it on the calendar. gosh, stop it. How many nose calls are there? She's not, Dorinda. I know she's not. She's at work right now. That's why I waited until now when I knew she'd be at work. But I got to figure out something. I know she loves, the one thing she loves is chocolate covered strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
Even though when I get them for her, she's like, you're not helping me with my diet. But I know she likes those, and it wouldn't be right if I didn't get those. So I've got to do that later today.
Has she got a pair of classic just diamond earrings?
Got lots of diamond earrings and stuff. She loves, like, for jewelry, really hard to buy for her. She has a very specific taste that I still can't figure out, but she likes Swarovski. So the big, stupid looking gumball machine rings, she loves those.
Okay. Is she really big into like skincare and lotions and things?
Yeah, but she does Bath and Body Works.
So there's
she'll go in and buy, but that's another thing. She can't use those anymore. She uses, because of her dermatitis, she only uses specific, very specific. So that's out, really.
Megan says February 18th, 1 o'clock, Cracker Barrel. I love Cracker Barrel.
They've changed their menu again, though.
Oh, it's not as good?
They keep doing this. So they keep changing and eliminating and reducing things. It's really irritating. So like their po' boy breakfast that they used to do. I forget what it was, but we were coming back from Mexico. We stopped off at the Cracker Barrel south of Kansas City, and they had made some drastic changes to their menu. And I'm like, seriously? And it just gets more and more frustrating every time I go there, and they've changed the menu again. They've changed the menu. Leave it alone.
Well, where would you rather go?
I don't know. That would be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay.
I mean, out of all the other options, that's probably...
I mean, there's a whole
just
boatload
as
of
good.
options. Got a whole town worth.
That's just as good as any of the others.
She said, Gina said Maria's Mexican. Cheddar's is also a suggestion. I wouldn't mind Cheddar's.
I'm not a fan of Cheddar.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're really overrated. And their menu options are...
They got a good gluten-free selection.
Very specific.
I've not been to Maria's Mexican. I don't know anything about that place.
The Mexican place.
Okay.
There's another one right over by James River that's Speedy Burrito is pretty good. They're all about the same.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all the same ingredients prepared 20 different ways.
Jimmy says McDonald's.
Yeah, that's another thing to think about. People's wallets, might be good if you're just doing it to get together, and who cares where we eat.
Mm-hmm.
Might be better to go somewhere that's a little more affordable.
Okay.
So you guys decide. Pick.
What about a digital photo thing?
Oh,
For all
yeah.
the pictures that she takes, it rotates through a different photo.
Got her that last year. There's
Randy.
one sitting on the shelf. Yeah, it's very hard. Usually by this point, when you have everything, it's customizable stuff, but I waited too long.
What about one of those massaging things that you can put?
Has one. She's got a shiatsu one. She's got a foot whirlpool thing.
What about this? You buy her a dress, a whole new outfit.
That's dangerous.
Buy her a new outfit. Plan a surprise dinner for her. Take her out. Do something real nice that way. Just
Wouldn't be a
take care.
surprise. We can't. It's also on a Wednesday, so that evening's out. And you have to get into sizes to do that. And that's a very dangerous thing. What I usually do when I buy her clothes is I take her and let her buy clothes.
Mm-hmm.
We do that for her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I take her shopping.
Dorinda says, what about a photo shoot for her?
I don't know. that she would. I mean, we've done like our anniversary. We did a wedding photo shoot for the two of us, but for a photo shoot for her, I don't see her getting all into that. She's not the look at me person. You know, she's not that kind of person.
Got a sec here.
I don't see her liking that.
4 seconds.
She loves taking pictures, but she's got one of the best cameras on the market. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Here's Perker McCullum.
On KIX 102.5.
What were we saying?
So, photo stuff. She's already got one of the best cameras there is.
Gina says, get her a spa visit.
I've done that. That's what I usually do. When I've gotten to where for our anniversary, we go down to Bentonville. That's what we do for our anniversary every year. That's what I've been smart enough to do, is find these great gifts that are only good for the occasion, and then do them as a ritual or an anniversary. So for our anniversary, we go to Bentonville. We get a spa visit down there. There's a spa that we go to, and then we go shopping and have dinner. It's a great day.
Dorinda says, you go get photos done for her, I mean. Like a photo shoot of Randy?
Boudoir? I don't think she would like.
It's called,
nobody needs to see that.
When it's a guy, it's called doudoir.
Doudoir. Yeah, nobody needs to see that. Plus, timeliness is a factor. Only have a week.
When was the last time you got pictures done with everybody, like all the kids and grandkids and stuff?
That's really hard to do. We can't even get that done on the holidays. Because of everybody's schedule. It's getting harder and harder. It's been quite a while. So Murph was just a baby. We have a picture. It's one of those square mat.
Like the canvas ones?
Yeah, canvas over the fireplace. And it really needs updated. And every year at the holidays, she tries to get everybody together to do that. And it's just the past 3 or 4 years, it's become impossible.
So there'd be no way to have organized this at this point. Is there a makeup she loves that she's running low on? A perfume? Does she like sunglasses? Get her new trendy pair of sunglasses.
When we were in Mexico, she got a pair of Ray-Bans on 5th Avenue in Playa del Carmen. So that's done. As for her makeup, she's very specific about that stuff. She's got plenty of it. Perfume, she uses Bath & Body Works body sprays, and she likes to rotate through those, so she doesn't have a specific that she likes.
Okay.
Really, really, really difficult here.
How old's her smartwatch?
I got her one a couple of years ago. She has the Samsung Gear. I forget what it is, but it's like the highest one. She can answer and make phone calls and everything on it and everything. Take pictures with it.
Jimmy says, have her car detailed.
I just did that last week, though.
Randy.
I mean, I did it. I detailed it.
Megan says, does she like plants? Anything outdoors?
Not really. She hates it when I get her flowers because it's a waste of money, she thinks. They're just going to die, be pretty for a week.
Are there any games that she likes that you guys don't have?
Not really. We don't have any games because she doesn't really.
5 seconds.
See what I go through? KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:49.
Sunshine this afternoon with a high near 65. It's 45 in Joplin.
So we're wanting you to fill in the blank for us.
They broke my heart, so I broke their...
What?
What'd you break of theirs?
623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
What did you break?
I had a friend, and apparently my kid's dad was talking to her very inappropriately, and so I let her go on to see how far he'd go. He was willing to go pretty far, and I went and moved everything out, left him one couch, one bowl, one spoon, and a package of ramen noodles, and I even took the cord to the 60-inch TV so he couldn't use it.
Really cleaned house.
Yes, I did. And then 2 weeks later, found out I was pregnant, and yeah.
Oh, man.
What did you break of theirs?
I broke her heart. She broke my bank account.
It's a very expensive process, a breakup.
Well, she didn't stop at half. I'll put it that way.
Right.
Good for her.
Well, wait a minute.
I mean,
yeah, they broke my heart, so I broke their what?
Well, I don't have one because I've been married for 20 years. Did you hear about the one in San Francisco where the husband divorced his wife for his secretary?
No.
He got the house, and then she put shrimp and caviar in curtain rods on her last night.
Oh.
No.
They couldn't find the smell. They couldn't even get it sold at half the price. So he called her after a couple of months and said, hey, would you take a tenth of the value of the house off of my settlement? You can have the house back. And when she went over to watch them leave the house, they took everything, even the curtain rods.
So the smell followed them.
The new girlfriend was walking out with the curtain rods in her arms going to their new house that they just bought.
Man, my life stinks.
Fill in the blank for us. They broke my heart, so I broke their what?
First of all, I want to say you guys crack me up, but I love you guys to death.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey, I didn't break anything. However, he broke my heart, and he took some of his stuff, and I went through what he left. And there was a wedding set, which wasn't mine, and come to find out it was the girl that he left me for. It was supposed to be for her.
Ooh, going to the pawn
I
shop.
had a friend who was getting ready to ask his girlfriend to marry him, so I sold it to him.
I don't know if I'd want something like that. You feel like there's
No.
a connotation along with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anything to do with that.
Tell us, they broke my heart, so I broke their what?
You can text us at 417-623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5.
Okay, any other ideas? You guys, I appreciate the efforts that you're putting into this.
Hold on, they got a lot of ideas. Do you see this?
I'm going.
Megan says, name a star after her.
Oh, that seems really lame, though.
I like this idea from Kathy. Get her a silk flower arrangement done of her wedding bouquet.
She
That'll
still
last
has
forever.
her wedding bouquet. The wedding pictures that we have, she used the actual bouquet. She had them dried, the flowers, and used the actual bouquet from our wedding. And so that cabinet that we have in the dining room has that in it. So, yes, she has that.
Megan says, name a tree in Scotland and then plan your next vacation to go see it.
I don't want to go to Scotland, Megan. She doesn't either.
Take her to the movies.
That seems like a punishment, especially locally at our movies.
Name something in Cabo after her and then go see it on your vacation.
Jen, message check. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I think I'm going to go today. Try to look around and see if I can come up with any ideas.
Just Trees for Life will plant trees in Scotland on your behalf. Your trees will be planted alongside other native trees.
Jimmy, that's not a bad idea if we had time to do it.
I think this is a cool idea, Megan. I get if you're not going to.
Okay, but let's look. Here's Valentine's Day, and she's got me all this stuff. And what did I get her? A piece of paper that says, I planted a tree in your honor. And did they really or not? You know, that's just not the same.
That's a cute idea. Go to Eureka Springs from the Crescent Motel Room.
It's a good idea. It's just I don't see us having time to do it.
Did we settle on Cracker Barrel? I think we did. Let me add that.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, let's see.
She really enjoys cooking, which I know that seems like a horrible Valentine's Day gift to get something for the kitchen, but it's not very romantic.
When was the last time she got new pots and pans?
I really, really want to do that. She doesn't. I've tried to talk her into letting us buy that for her numerous times, and she doesn't want me to. I actually have a set saved on Amazon, but she doesn't like the expense, doesn't see the justification for it when she has stuff that works just fine.
Mm-hmm. Does she like cast iron? You guys have cast iron?
We've got some cast iron stuff, yeah.
What about a hammock? I love our hammock.
Have what?
A hammock. They're so nice.
That would be really weird to give on Valentine's Day, wouldn't it?
It gives her, you're giving her the gift of relaxation. Kathy says, get her a bracelet that tracks a certain wild animal. Does she have a wild animal she really likes? Like for me, if there was like a fox I could do that with, that'd be dope. Gina says, buy a subscription to Home Chef.
Home Chef is where they send you the foods.
I'm not sure what that one is.
And again, that seems like it's like, here, cook for me.
Right.
Uh,
Does she have a good pair of cowboy boots? Does she like that style?
Maybe. Sometimes she has some boots, but.
What about one of those burned felt hats that are very trendy right now?
Burned felt hats. I don't know what you mean.
The flat brimmed hats that have the patterns burned on the top of them.
She's not a big hat person. I've tried to get her to wear hats before, and she's really resistant to
I feel like
that.
she'd look really good in one of those.
Yeah. When it comes to clothing, I usually stay away from it because I can influence her in the moment when we're in the store if she tries it on.
Sure.
But just to get her something, the only thing that I have been able to get her in the past successfully is like coats, things like that aren't too purses, things like that. But she just got a new one.
What about a new wallet?
Maybe, but there again, she's very specific about because she likes it to do a whole bunch of things.
Mm-hmm. You guys don't golf.
She's not a big hobby person. She doesn't have much like that. In fact, I've had to push her into most of her activities. She's a very left brain, analytical, numbers, data type person, which doesn't seem like me at all. And it's not. We're very, very opposite when it comes to that regard, which makes a good balance.
Megan says, y'all could go to the cave in Knoll. They opened year round and it's a neat experience.
She does stuff like that a lot because I like doing stuff like that a lot. She does not. She's not an adventure type person.
Gina says, yes, it is. You get to choose how often they send you the ingredients to cook.
That's what I thought. We've got a food service already that is a lot more complete than the chef thing.
Megan says, have you done the escape room?
Yes. Numerous times. We've done the sip and paint thing too numerous times, which is always really good. But again, we won't be able to go out on Valentine's Day because it's on a Wednesday. We have to play.
Right.
Boy.
You could get a wedding picture printed on blocks and then cut them into a puzzle. And then she puts the puzzle together and it's the wedding picture. You're my missing puzzle.
I like that. I like that idea, but there's not time to do that.
Maybe.
Now, I've looked on the customization. Yeah, if you now order, you'll get it February 16th. Between February 16th and the 20th or the 25th is what they're all saying. I looked on last night on customization. I was thinking a blanket with my face, really zoomed in. It'd be funny. She likes funny gifts.
Jonas says, get her a stack of bracelets from Aramish.
Where? What?
Aramish is very trendy right now. That's true.
What is Aramish?
They're like beaded bracelets and things like Erimish, I think. Mish. Stackable bracelets. And that's local. But they've seen a huge boom. Taylor Swift wore one of their bracelets. It was a big thing. The phone's ringing.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Yeah, can I speak with Jerry Fraser?
Sorry, you've got the wrong number.
Thank
you. You think when I say hi there, Morning Kicks, that would be the indicator, but I guess they missed that part. Yeah, these
Megan says, want to renew your vows? I know someone.
About the closest we ever got to that was when we did our wedding photos. I think that was our version of that.
I want some Aramish. This stuff is cute. You can get them chunky or more slick looking. You can get a whole stack or individual bracelets. Custom bracelets, watch bands.
I usually keep a list of ideas as I see things strike her attention and stuff throughout the year. I'll be like, save, because it's so important.
Yeah.
But she just hasn't done that this year. I don't have anything. I have a gift ideas folder on Amazon, and there's nothing in it.
Oh, I like this band.
And then she has a list of clothes and jewelry that she likes. So, yeah, you can see what she likes here. Oh, she wants jeans.
She wants jeans. That goes into the...
See, like, that is a wedding ring. The silicone one made out of rubber.
Oh, yeah?
She has that saved.
It's cute.
But I can't remember her ring size.
Well, when you get
Size
home...
5 she has marked.
Oh, there you go. She's done it
There's
for you.
a pair of boots that are no longer available.
Why didn't you just start with this list? That would have
Can
made
I
it so much easier.
have you order a couple of these things?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's got a crossbody bag. I think she decided to go with something else. See, look at the ring. See, isn't that weird?
She likes statement pieces.
Yeah, these.
Yes. Megan says, write her a song and make her a homemade card.
There is a stackable beaded bracelet in here. She's got a couple of them saved.
So find something like that on Aramish.
Well, can I just share these with you and give you the money?
That's fine too.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. My son-in-law's sister works for Aramish. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, she likes that. That looks like her.
Which one? Oh, the ring. Yeah, that's beautiful.
She do. Yep. Right size. She'll save a lot of shoes that she likes, but a lot of them hurt her feet. She has very flat feet, so it's rare that she can find shoes that she likes besides Hey Dudes.
It's not super romantic, but what about getting her some custom insoles? So maybe she could wear some of these shoes.
Yeah.
Or they can make them custom to her feet kind of thing.
Boy, she has a lot saved. I didn't realize she had added so much to this. This is what I'll do. Pick 2 or 3 jewelry items off of here, add it with chocolate-covered strawberries, and boom.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, I figured it out. Thanks a lot for nothing.
Oh, my gosh. No, guys, you have been fabulous. Thank you. If anyone wants to subtly tell Kyle about Aramish, that would be fine too.
All right, so I just got to pick some stuff off of here.
Yeah. Let's say goodbye and do all that stuff, and then we can...
All right, yeah, because we got an interview coming up. We got to get fixed.
Yep.
So tomorrow we're going to talk about most romantic gift. So they broke your heart. Now you're going to buy them something nice.
Uh-huh.
And we've also got...
Lots to talk about the Super Bowl, of course.
Including Super Bowl tickets that are only $50.
Ooh, that's way better than the deal we heard about yesterday.
You may not believe that, but it's a thing, and we'll tell you how tomorrow. Plus, we'll probably have chocolate-covered strawberries for you. So,
yep.
Have a great rest of the day. Bye, everybody.